The 100th annual Westside Nut Club has returned to Franklin Street, and with it, the classic brain sandwich.
If you're unsure about eating a brain, go to the zombie slider. You'll be amazed. The zombie slider is just a smaller brain patty topped with pepper jack cheese, the onion straws that we make at church, and sriracha mayonnaise.
As well as something new to try that's still got that West Side touch.
We have a Grippo's crusted grilled cheese, so we use a Wisconsin cheese, Texas toast, and that Texas toast is covered in crushed Grippo's.
And it seems the one-year hiatus caused by the COVID-19 pandemic hasn't changed the size of the crowd much one way or the other.
So far, great. We've actually seen better numbers than 2019, so we're very happy.
This year, we're about just a little bit slower than last time we were here.
We are steady every day so far, so we can't complain. I think the menu revamp has really boosted our sales this year.
Definitely a little less booths than usual, but food is just as good.
And as you may be filling yourself with calories, remember, it's all for a good cause.
It's been really nice to get everybody back. I know a lot of these nonprofits that are down here a lot of them really depend on this money. There's nothing like actually having the festival and getting everybody down here.
Those booths that are here, this is their biggest fundraiser of the year, so if you're willing to get out and support them, they would probably really appreciate it.
It makes a huge difference to us. We put that directly towards the animals that come into our care's medical bills, and we're kind of one of the rescues that's known for being able to take the more challenging cases, and it's because of events like this that let us fundraise specifically for those more challenging cases.
There's still time to make it if you haven't already, and if you're on the fence.
If you come during a little bit kind of off time, you can absolutely maintain that safe distance.
Come with a big appetite and just know that, you can kind of share food so you can try a bunch of different options.
Definitely. I'm coming back for dinner tonight.
Got brains, there you go. Mine are all fried.
While we all love some fried goodness, what would the fall festival be without some sweet, sweet mayo?
Sriracha mayonnaise.
How do you get the Grippo's to stick?
Mayonnaise on the bread. Very healthy.
And mayo. Can't forget the mayo.
I'm David James, and this is 2 Main Street on the road at the Big Roots Lavender Farm in Hancock County, Kentucky. So this is a place of peace and tranquility run by the Ramsey family. It is a family business. We're going to meet the family members. So what makes lavender so special? Well, it's a beautiful plant. Of course, it's aromatic and it has some healing qualities, and it's used in many products. Also, there's a lot of myth and lore about lavender as well. There's a story that when God kicked Adam and Eve out of the Garden of Eden, well, Adam and Eve took some lavender with them. I don't know if that's true or not. Also, Cleopatra, Queen Cleopatra of Egypt, she used lavender as part of her grand seductions. And there's a story that the asp that bit and killed Cleopatra, well, that asp slithered out of Cleopatra's lavender patch. Also, a lot going on with lavender with its healing properties, healing headaches, it's soothing aches and pains, and even indigestion and heartburn. And the lavender has many uses as well as in cooking. So a lot to learn about lavender. Let's go talk to the boss here, Aaron Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey is the lavender queen here at Big Roots Farm. Aaron, thanks for inviting us out to this idyllic location. It's quite a transition from the urban environment you're used to.
That's for sure. That is for sure. In fact, none of us ever dreamed we'd be living in the country, let alone farming. I mean, we didn't even keep a house plant, right? It's just a really funny story how we got here, and we just feel like it was meant to be.
The cicadas are emerging from underground. They've spent 17 years feeding on the sap from the roots of trees. They are now coming out from underground, and they're going to molt or shed their skins and become full-fledged flying adults.
They have been living underground, living off of tree roots for the past 17 years, and they are getting ready to emerge. And what they're going to do is that they will be in their nymph stage still, and then they'll climb up trees, and then they'll emerge out of their exoskeletons, and then they'll grow those big wings that we all see cicadas with, and then they'll look for their mates.
The brood 10, which is what we are experiencing now, shows up every 17 years. The adult cicadas are very weak flyers, so wherever you see them now is where we saw them 17 years ago.
The females, they actually lay their eggs in tree branches, but this is, a natural thing, so the tree recovers from it pretty quickly.
Cicadas are not going to hurt people. They don't bite, they don't sting, they're not poisonous. It's just worth watching them and just understand that you probably won't see this group again for 17 years.
And if you find one, just, take a look at it. They're really cool insects.
There's something about the Gothic architecture, because it was designed like this, right? To lift your gaze up. So we're no longer focusing on ourselves, but I would say the transcendent, that we're focusing on God and this great story of Jesus. And so you see that all around the sanctuary with these stained glass that tell the story of Jesus, that tell the story of our history. And that story informs who we are. And then we are sent out from here to live that kind of life in our community. And it has the rose window in the background. Just a beautiful, beautiful church.